Hey guys, Cow here, bringing you another video, and this time we're going to be doing Wormsers, except we're going to be trying to be as effective as possible. We're going to see how fast it will take us to mash through the level 30 outposts and all the outposts around them. See if we can do that without having to take any breaks, and by breaks I mean pretty much being able to push through it without having to log off for like an hour or without having to spend any shiny whatsoever. So the first attack we're going to be doing is against this level 30 base. We're going to be starting with, of course, taking down an air defense and then coming at it from the other side with our Wormsers to take out that second air defense, so then we can send in our healers as well. So here we're experimenting, we're sending in a few Daves. Eventually we do end up ditching the Daves, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But right now we are sending in, the reason why we send in these Daves is because we want them to get into the middle of the base, kind of distract all the other buildings, and then send in the rest of our Wormsers. But by the time we realize, hey, we should probably send in these Wormsers, the giant Wormsers along with the Daves take out the rest of the base. Oh wait, I just realized, never mind, we didn't have any throwing space left. So the idea with this is that we have so many healers that once those worms pop up, they get healed immediately, versus more worms and less healers, where the worms will probably be tanking for the healers more often. But because they're always popping down, we want more healers so that we guarantee that they get fully healed. So that first one was pretty successful. I don't think we lost anything that time. Here we're just throwing in our pebbles, going to take out both of those air defenses very nicely, sending all our worms in at once right here without the Daves, because the Daves just took up too much space. So we just wanted to make sure that we have enough space to send in our worms along with the Vorgs. So another reason why we have so many Vorgs is, one, to heal, of course, but if a few get hit, if you notice, we still have 6 in our back pocket, so if 6 go down, we can heal those ones while we attack with the other ones. So there, another easy wipe. This is at regular speed. This is not times 2, times 3, it's regular speed. So we just smashed out that one right there. We're going to go to the main yard to make sure, see if we got anything. So we got 5 injured, but it's so minimal that we could wait for them or shiny them up, but we decided to go in for another attack because we don't really need to wait for those 1 or 2 because of how fast we're going through these bases. So this one has quake towers. Now quake towers, of course, are trouble for your Wormsers. Not much for the Worm King because of how much HP they have. So here I'm trying to hit the Quake Tower along with the air defense, which we do. It just barely stays up though, but we have to prioritize the air defense here. So hopefully when they pop up, they will hit that Quake Tower and kill it as fast as possible. So here we're sending in our Worm King alongside with our champion. It's okay if our champion gets hit by these air defenses, because we have so many Vorgs, it gets healed up immediately once we throw down those healers, like so. So right now we're waiting for the big worms to take out those quake towers, so then we can of course send in our Wormsers without having to worry about that earthquake tower. So we're sending them in this top left area while these guys are in the core, kind of to funnel these guys towards in a straight line to go through the base. We don't really want them getting caught up in the corner. We want them to go in a straight line and take things out as effectively as possible. Here we're losing Vorgs to that Tesla, unfortunately, but it's kind of what's to be expected at this point. So taking out this base, it looks like some did end up getting hurt at the end of that raid. So, but they were in the green, so I don't think it is that big of a deal. We can quickly go and check, which we'll probably be doing in between attacks. Here I might have gotten a bit distracted by something. I don't know what is up right here. Do we have a lag spike? Yeah. I just frozen. Okay, here we are back. Sorry about that. And we are going to go straight into this next raid right here. So we're just gonna fling at that air defense just to take it out nice and quickly. I believe that was a large, not the biggest one. So the biggest one is not necessary to take out that air defense. Taking out that one, immediately sending in our healers. In I don't know if I start doing this later, but I do send in our Carlin mainly because he is really fast and can tank and run up really far to pretty much take away all the attention from the defenses so that the Vorgs kind of can use him as a shield while these worms just kind of pop up and hit them. Throwing in a few Daves just because we have the space now that we're losing a few troops, but overall, powering through this, I believe we have three more. Okay, so three more. Gonna quickly check up on these guys. We have 14 hurt, so it looks like it's mostly the Vorgs. The other worms seem to be in very good health, not really needing to wait that long. You can probably gem them up or shiny them up for one. I believe, yeah, just one. So very easy to get those two shiny. If that is the case, it is the healers that we really have to worry about. So here is the same base that we just attacked, so we're going to do the same thing. Coming in with those worms, then sending in some more worms, and then sending in the Vorgs. If you notice, looking in the core, the king wormsers just barely take any damage from these defenses because of how much HP they have, and the Vorgs can just kind of help them out by healing them up. And just like that, we are about done with this base already. That one Tesla is a pest. It seems like that is the biggest threat to your Vorgs because of how fast they can take them down. So coming from an angle initially where more Teslas are up is probably a better idea versus attacking a side that, let's say, has a laser tower. So if you had the choice between laser tower or Tesla, you would probably want to kill the Tesla side 9 times out of 10. Here, this one actually has no air defenses, so we're just going to throw everything at it and pretty much destroy it immediately. Very low level, but this is a level 30 outpost, so not all of them are going to be super high level. They pretty much all die to the pop-up damage because of how strong that is. And we're just sending in the Carlin to tank for our Vorgs. Our Vorgs are getting hit by that one sniper tower. That one guy right there actually hits 2 of them, which is really unfortunate because of how easy the space is. We didn't really want to take any damage on our healers. But there's only one more left. We're going to pop back out, check up on them, see how they're doing. So once again, we have very healthy healers, but not very healthy. I mean, healthy everything else, not very healthy healers. So yeah, I don't think switching up the healers would do anything. It might, but because of how fast they are, I don't think the other healers would be able to keep up with them. They might be able to. I might have to test that because their healing does more, so they might be able to get them up really quickly. Maybe throwing them out and then just holding on to the healers for the back end, so then they heal them when they get to the final defenses. Because here it's so quick, there's no point of sending in our healers. It's when they get into the middle section right here, we can send a tank on the other side, like the top left over there. Send in the big boy healers, and then as they get to this middle section right here, we have the really big ones on the other side, so they're actually coming towards the healers. That might be actually a good idea. I already pre-recorded the 40 outposts and the 50 outposts, so I might try those out for the strongholds when we hit those, just saving some for the back end. But I think strongholds are so powerful, we might need to use them very early. But that is the video. It took about a little under 10 minutes to take out all of level 30. I haven't really tested the numbers, but that should be good. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.